up, guys? If you're looking to support the LocsNLoad YouTube channel, I would like for you guys to go to LocsNLoadFirearms.com and support the channel that way by purchasing a t-shirt or one of the other merches on there. If you're looking to support the Wagunda Nation store, go to wagundanation.net and pick up a patch, a hat, or a t-shirt again from one of our Teespring stores on the site. If you're looking to get firearm instruction for me, LocsNLoadFirearmInstruction.com. If you also want to know about certain things before you buy it, LocsNLoad consultation service on that same website will get you right. If you also want to support the LocsNLoad Firearm channel, go to Patreon, become a member. $1 gets you in, $5 gets you more access, $10 gets you all that, plus help support the channel. So guys, get in there, rock it out. LocsNLoad out. Good afternoon, folks of Wagunda. What up, y'all? It's Baba Duck here, LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. Big Locs, what's up? Alright guys, today I'm going to talk about today's video. Why is everybody hating on Olight? Well, it's kind of for a good reason. They ain't just hating to hate. Alright, so start off, I used to be a big supporter of Olight when they first came out. Right? I still even got some now. I did a number of videos on Olight. I was even an affiliate for them. You know, click on the link, buy a light, I get a little kickback, that type of shit. Right when they first came out, because I thought it was hella cool. You know, everyone had like the Streamlights and the Surefires, and I thought they was expensive. So here comes Olight. You know, basically was like the same lumens, because that's what everyone was focused on, was lumens, not Candela, but lumens, right? And so you see 1,000 lumens, 1,200 lumens, 1,500 lumens, right? Rechargeable, has a QD switch, right? So I was like, oh, bet. And it's at a budget price that was cheaper than Streamlight and Surefire. And so I thought it was the bee's knees, right? So, you know, I copped some. Didn't really have much of an issue with them. Maybe like a couple of them had issues that, you know, I couldn't use them, they just didn't work, whatever. But for the most part, they kind of seemed to work fine. But it was kind of like, as time went by, I guess more and more issues started coming out about Olight, because, you know, it's not a US manufactured company, it's coming from China, right? And so, you know, when you get these products from overseas that do this X, Y, Z, and that, and it's at a cheap price, you gotta kind of ask why. Why is it doing all this for a cheaper price versus like these products that is used by military, law enforcement, competition shooters, stuff like that? And it's for a reason. They're probably skipping corners on a lot of things that, you know, Surefire and Streamlight don't cut on, you know, because they're coming from overseas, so they're gonna have to market to you guys in a way that's going to make you buy their product over anybody else's. And how they do that, they cut corners, offer a cheaper price. Some of the materials they use may or may not be up to spec, may not be able to handle some of the wear and tear and the use or prolonged use of that product. And that's what a lot of the issues was coming in with Olight. People using them for prolonged times, using them in adverse conditions, or for prolonged use. That is when a lot of the Olight issues started to really start coming into light. And then on top of that, Olight was paying people to say their product was good, even though it necessarily wasn't. All right, so I'm gonna bring up two cases of what I'm talking about. So the first one, we're going to talk about the Olight exploding problem. Alright, so Olights have been known to explode after prolonged use. You know, use it for a while, it starts to get hot. Some of them have disclaimers on them that says this product will get hot if you use it for a prolonged period of time. I've even had that, where I've been using my Olight for whether like pistol use or just searching for something. The Olight will start to get really hot, like really hot, and actually start smoking, which gave me some concerns, because I leave it in the case. Like when I get back from leave the range or something, or go to the range, and I open it and my light's been on, and then it's like some of the foam in the case has kind of started melting, and, you know, it's smoking, and it's like pretty much a step or two behind catching fire. Like, I've been in those situations a couple times, which is another reason why I've been iffy about Olights. And when I put them in a case, like, I'll either turn the bezel to where it's not connected to the battery, so even you hit the button, it will not turn on, or I'll just take the batteries out of it completely. Like for this one, because it doesn't have a head you turn, you have to open up the back and pretty much disconnect it that way. All right, so the first case I'm gonna talk about is on a young man who was actually killed by his Olight when he was using it. All right, so this man's name is Caleb Michael Joyner. All right, and I'm reading from a court case, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division. Right, so this is a court case, I guess, where the family tried to sue Olight for his death. Tried to sue him for $75,000, and it was saying, let me get to the part where it's talking about the light he was using. Okay, he was using an Olight T20 Tactical 380 lumen XP-G2 LED flashlight. All right, and giving some dimensions, it's a handheld flashlight, and it gives measurements, and its weight approximately 2.8 ounces. The Olight flashlight requires 2 lithium metal batteries in order to operate. All right, saying prior to the incident, it was sold online at Amazon and by other retailers. Mr. Joyner bought the light and was using the light for several years. It says on the evening of November 6, 2017, Mr. Joyner pulled into the parking lot of Lowe's Home Improvement Store in Bradley, Illinois to inspect his vehicle for possible problems. Mr. Joyner began inspecting his vehicle underneath the automobile's hood and placed his Olight in his mouth. Shortly thereafter, the Nuon batteries inside the flashlight exploded in his mouth, causing the flashlight to become lodged in the back of his throat. The explosion caused fatal injuries, which led to Mr. Joyner's death at approximately 8:30 p.m. on November 8, 2017. Had the Nuon batteries inside the flashlight used by Caleb Michael Joyner not exploded, Mr. Joyner would not have received fatal injuries and would not have suffered a wrongful death. All right, and they're going on and on about the case, and some more like court legal talk. All right, so that's one case where the man was actually killed. Now, if you do more Google searches, that's not the only Olight that's exploded on somebody. It's kind of been documented numerous of times. This is just the one time where it resulted in a death. All right, and so now I'm bringing up my second little case, talking about Olight paying people to say their product was good when it necessarily wasn't. All right, and so I'm going to be talking about someone a lot of you guys have probably known, someone I've been to some of his gun shoes in the past, but because of some of the things he said about black people, black America, and black culture, I don't fuck with him no more. And I'm talking about Iraq veteran 8888, right? And so I'm on the Forge from Freedom website. Iraq veteran 8888 and Forge from Freedom used to be good friends in the past, but because some of Iraq veterans' dealings and some of the things he would say but do on the side behind the scenes, their relationship was like terminated, right? So basically what he was saying was that Iraq veteran and his people was charging Olight $4,000, $4,000 to $6,000 per video just to tell people the product was good, even though Eric has stated that he did not. Let's see, I'm gonna actually read from him. It says, blah, 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 short-lived partnership. After we stepped into the role of business and purchase manager, we were asked to help negotiate a deal with Olight for a video review of the PL Mini. After releasing a video in 2017, all right, so after releasing a video in 2017, Eric stated repeatedly that Iraq veteran 8888 did not take payment for reviews. But while in Atlanta with Eric and his wife, Forge for Freedom found out that Eric was indeed charging $4,000 per video, even though they denied that fact. It said Olight had been trying to reach Iraq veteran, to provide coverage for some time. Eric has said that he had avoided Olight, even though his wife wanted to work with him and his reason was that he did not believe in the product, and in his own words, disliked dealing with suppliers from China. Right? But I guess that changes when Olight agrees to pay you $6,000 per video for 4 videos. So that's $24,000 to promote a light that, 1, they didn't believe in, and 2, did not like the country it was coming from. But still, for some money, they'll tell you to go buy it. So, you know, that's why, again, when I found out, you know, a lot of the backstory was going on behind the scenes. That's why you haven't seen me do any Olight videos anymore. You haven't seen me put them in my fucking description box. Hey, go buy Olight. I stopped doing that shit. I tell people nowadays, don't buy Olight. Alright, the cheapest I'll go is Streamlight. Alright, Streamlight is my go-to. Alright, so guys, that's 2 examples right there of why I do not buy Olights, and I will no longer recommend you guys use Olights. It's faulty products, bad batteries, bad QC, and they're paying people to tell you guys that their products are good when they're necessarily not. So when all that, I cannot recommend this product to nobody. I don't like that shit. You know, I'm not gonna recommend a light to you guys and then turn around and found out that, oh, LocsNLoad, my husband, my son, my cousin, my yada yada saw your video and he bought a light and now he's dead because of it. Like, I don't want that shit on my conscience. So that's why I'm telling you guys, don't buy these Chinese cheap ass products. I'm gonna do another video talking about cheap ass optics that I'd be seeing you guys buy, because again, you see 4:16 scope, red dot on top, red and green laser, just a whole scope that just does a whole bunch of shit for $50, and y'all like, yep. Like, no, like, think, do you see any law enforcement agency using Amazon $50 optics? Any military unit organization using $50 optics? No, they're not using all that shit. But again, like I said, I'm doing another video on that. So I just want to put this video out for you guys. If you're buying Olights, stop buying Olights. Don't do it. Your life is worth more than whatever the fuck Olight is putting their prices at. All right, buy from a reputable company and stop buying Chinese products. All right, that's not gonna get you right, no matter what you do. All right, so on top of that, guys, for real, stay informed, stay safe, stay dangerous, and LocsNLoad out.